Have you noticed our shrinking newsroom? I'm talking about shrinking waistlines. 7 people at KDKA TV in our newsroom have lost weight, including my husband, Marty Griffin, and they're all on the same diet. Paul Martino has covered a lot of stories in his 29 years at KDKA, but this time he hopes his own story will inspire others. This is Paul before he lost 55 pounds over the past 6 months. This is Paul after.
My hope was that I could drop 20, maybe 30 pounds, but I never, ever would have imagined that I could lose over 50 pounds. It just boggles my mind. It's changed my life.
Paul lost 9 inches around his waist, went off his cholesterol medicine, and cut his blood pressure medicine in half. With 6 stents in his heart, he's now a lot healthier.
I'm much calmer. I seem like I have less stress.
Meet Paul's little girl, Danielle, who's now a grown-up 27.
I didn't get her on the plan. She came to me. And this was the most gratifying thing that's happened in this whole thing. I worried about her weight.
Danielle went on the same diet, and she lost 73 pounds in 5 months.
At first, I was embarrassed that I let myself go, and I was like that. But now I'm like, I want to tell everyone. I want to spread the word, get everybody on board, because I feel healthy on the inside and the outside.
What's the secret? The Ideal Protein Diet. It's not a fad diet, it's a whole program based on how the body works.
This is all math and science for us, so the outcomes are what our focus is, and they're predictable, they're repeatable, and they're measurable.
Mary Emmerling is the regional director for Ideal Protein. The diet works by severely restricting sugar and carbohydrates. The body stores about 3 days worth of carbs. Once those carbs are depleted, the body will start to burn fat.
To really burn your fat, you need to be, your body needs to be convinced that it needs to go over into that fat-burning metabolism.
Family doctor Daniel Grob, who lost 40 pounds on the diet himself, recommends it to patients. Paul and Danielle say it's easy to follow once you make a plan.
It's spelled out very clearly what you should do, what you can't do. It's set up so that you don't fail. It's so that you're not hungry.
This table shows a typical day of meals. There are lots of vegetables, some supplements, and 3 times a day you eat one of the Ideal Protein foods or shakes. A critical part of the Ideal Protein Diet program is the food journal, individual counseling, classes, and weekly weigh-ins.
Let's get you on the scale real quick.
Okay. Joyce Freeman of Bridgeville still weighs in monthly, a year after she lost 65 pounds on the program. She's now on the maintenance plan, which operates without the prepackaged foods.
This teaches you how to eat healthy. It teaches you how to read labels, what goes into your body, and it teaches you how to maintain that weight loss, which is the most important part.
Now that she's lost the weight, Danielle went to Kennywood and the beach for the first time in years.
I reached a point in my life where I didn't know what to do, and I'm so thankful this diet fell into my lap because it was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
For Paul and Danielle, losing weight means gaining a life together.
My father dropped dead when he was 51. Wow. And he never met Danielle, and I want to know her kids.
And for $325, that's what it costs to get started. You get all of these different food packages and the supplements and the shaker. And then after that, it's $84 a week, and that's just for the weight loss portion. After that, you basically pay, buy your own food. And Paul said, it sounds like a lot, but he basically broke even because he wasn't buying a lot of other things and going out to dinner as much as he would have otherwise.
And this all started with Marty. We saw the weight just sort of melting off of him, and then other people started saying, hey, what are you doing? How's this happening?
It came off fast, right. Yeah. And everyone was going, how did you do that? How did you do that?
Right, so other people started trying it in the
word spread. John Delano's done it. Lynn Hayes Freeland, several people have done it. It hasn't worked for everybody. Some people quit early, but for those who did stick with it, I got to say, they lost a significant amount of weight. right.
Yeah, and so many of John Delano has talked about how it becomes addictive. You see the results and you want to keep going. Yeah.
Now the big part is to keep it off, and I think that is what makes this program a little different. Is there's a real maintenance plan, and you are still accountable to them after you lose the amount you want to lose.
If any more of us get on this, it occurs to me we're going to have to change our slogan to expect less.
I like that. Expect more, expect
not that much
less.
of us anymore. That's great.
Good thing.
The results speak for themselves.
They
yeah,
really
Paul
do.
and his daughter look so great.
I know, isn't that great?
Absolutely. All right, let's check in with Jeff Rosella.